it's a mixed feeling. The more I find out, the more I want to know, because it's to me, the whole system at Monticello is a small image of what has happened to the country as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
Because in Monticello, you have the beginnings of what people call Negroes, basically, because you have one side of the family you can tell is totally African. The other side of the family is mixed. And you can see that beginning, and you can see how people become separated based upon skills, knowledge, and color. You see it in Monticello. And to know that, I think it gets you a little bit closer to some of the problems that this country has today, based upon race. When you look at Thomas Jefferson's writing on race, and then look at his practices on race at Monticello, it's strange, because some of his practices don't meet with some of his writings. For instance, he says that black people do not have the capacity to think like white people. But yet, Great George was an overseer of Monticello. Now, if Great George is anything like the picture of his son, he was strictly an African more so than a mixed blood. Now, you don't trust your valuable piece of property to a person who you think they can't think. Now, he trusted Monticello to Great George. Then you look at the other side of it, you have all the, you have to wonder where the parentage of some of these people in my family come from. When I'm talking about family, I'm talking about family as a whole, the descendants of Great George and the descendants of Elizabeth Hemings. Especially when you get to Elizabeth Hemings' descendants, they're mixed with parentage of white folks and parentage of black folks. And you have to wonder exactly who their parents are. When you start looking at that, it gives you kind of an eerie feeling of exactly who you are, some of the accomplishments that you had. So it's kind of strange to me.